I am live here Saturday night. Mrs. Biggins is on her way back. She's letting the pups out. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day. Hi, Kevin. Did you? Hello, Sarah. I took everything everybody ordered to the post office today. So anybody that had anything on order should have gotten an email. You know, I say to people when I'm writing them an email or I see them today or something when I'm out, there's so much sensitivity out there nowadays. And when I'm out and if I see somebody or I'm leaving, I'll say, Happy holidays or have a happy holiday. And somebody said to me, You can say Merry Christmas to me. So I in my mind, inside of like 3 seconds, I determined how I was going to handle this. And finally I said, well, being that it's not Christmas, I said happy holidays because you have Christmas and New Year's coming up, 2 holidays. On Christmas Eve or 2 days before Christmas or Christmas Day, if I happen to come across somebody, I'll say Merry Christmas. But on December 26th, I'm not going to say Merry Christmas. I'm not a part of this issue with, I'm a Christian. I don't have a problem saying Merry Christmas. I don't have a problem wishing my Jewish friends and followers and family a happy Hanukkah. So this person was looking for an argument when I said happy holidays, but Christmas is over 2 weeks away. So it's like Christmas is a holiday season. The whole thing from like Thanksgiving until New Year's is a whole thing. But it's like, I don't say on July 15th, I don't say Happy 4th of July. Anyway, so I told him, I said, I don't have a problem saying Merry Christmas to you when it's closer to Christmas. I say Happy Holidays because the holidays, Christmas and New Year, are coming up. Something else I've added to in my mini world of something else I've noticed in my mini world of celebrity. Somebody will say when they get angry with me or when I don't do something they want, and I usually will do just about anything anybody requests of me, provided it doesn't come across as harmful to the franchise or too offensive. Like somebody wanted me to put the name of their fiance in the film and call her an effing C word. I'm not going to do that. somebody actually didn't want me to put that in the film. They wanted me to do a custom video, like, so I'll do the holiday videos and all and say that. And that's just not something I felt, hello, Ronnie, something I felt comfortable doing. So I told them no, and they get upset, and I'll get a comment like, your movies have sucked recently anyway, but they're following me. They're asking to be somehow included. So it always cracks me up. So today I put out the announcement about, Bad Ben TV 2025. And one guy writes a comment. No, after the first couple, they sucked anyway. So I did a search for his email, and it turns out he was trying to get his girlfriend in Bad Ben 8. And this was before the pandemic. Try and get her pictures in Bad Ben 8. And Bad Ben 8 was canceled because of the pandemic. But this order was before Christmas, and it was a Christmas present for his girlfriend. So he asked me to record so I recorded a video for her telling her that your boyfriend has arranged for you to be in the next Bad Ben film. Well, and I sent him the video, which he showed her. Well, then the pandemic happened, so we didn't shoot that Bad Ben film, but we did the pandemic where the fans all shot their own segments, and I shot my segment here. And I told him at that time, you could, if you want, include her in the film. I could include those pictures, put them in Bad Ben 8. She could be a part of Bad Ben 9 when we get back to, thank you, Mr. TJ Kimber, for your donation. I appreciate it. I could put her in Bad Ben, in the next Bad Ben when we get the pandemic under control, or I could give you a refund. So at first he said, let's wait for the next Bad Ben film. And then you know how the pandemic drug out. So finally he said, I'll take the refund. And it wasn't a lot. I mean, I think it was $149, which I could be wrong about that. And that's a lot of money, but it's not a super amount of money for being included and being a permanent part of the universe. So I refunded his money. A year later, he emails me to say, I can't find the video you sent me where you told my girlfriend she was going to be in your film. And I sent it to him as a YouTube link, I think. Or no, I might have recorded a video and made it downloadable. So anyway, I said so I had to go back and do some digging, and I found that who he was, and that he had, paid to have her included in the film. And then there was no film because of the pandemic. So I gave him an option of being in pandemic in the next film or getting a refund. And at first he wanted the next film. They said, okay, I'll be in the pandemic. I'll take the refund, which he got. I said, you got a refund. I sent you a refund. And there is no, and she's not in any of the films. So why would you want a copy of the video telling you you're going to be in a film? I mean, it was just all straight. Even stranger is, He said the first couple were good and the rest of them sucked. Yet he was trying to get her in 8 and 9. He was trying to get her in the film. But only the first couple were any good. And he still follows me. So that just boggles my mind. Ronnie, your stuff was shipped today. Kevin, your stuff was shipped today. There's 2 people that I cannot get a hold of. I've emailed them. One of them I emailed twice. One of them I emailed yesterday. The second one I expect. I think I recognize the name, so I'll hear back from them. And the mail system doesn't accept the address they put in. The one says ambiguous, and the other one asks for an apartment number. Well, I had another guy, and they're nice people, these 2, but I had another guy that complained about the thank you, Tom. I got your donation, by the way. I appreciate it. These people were very nice, and he complains about the placement for 11, which was undead, or 10, which was undead. When I had the graveyard scene and that, the people walking out and their names were mentioned and the stories for each one. And he complained about the placement. And then turns around and buys it for him and his girlfriend for the next movie. And I said to him, you're complaining about what you just bought to have yourself and your girlfriend included in the next film. And he said, I know. Ha ha ha. And by the way, for those of you that weren't in here when I started, I was talking about saying happy holidays over saying Merry Christmas over saying, look, I don't celebrate Hanukkah because I'm not Jewish. I don't celebrate Kwanzaa because I don't celebrate that holiday. I don't celebrate Yom Kippur. But if somebody were to say to me, Happy Hanukkah, I'd say, you too, or something, or, so this situation happened where I said to somebody, have a happy holiday. Happy holidays, I said. And they said, you can say Merry Christmas to me. And like I was saying earlier, if I had, in 3 seconds, I pondered exactly how to answer this, but I find it a little strange saying Merry Christmas to somebody on December 7th. December 22nd, 23rd, Christmas Eve, Christmas, I'll say Merry Christmas. I won't say it on December 26th. I'll say have a Happy New Year. But the reason why I say happy holidays now is because there's holidays coming up a week apart, Christmas and New Year's. I've always said that. I don't have any hang-ups about. I'm a Christian, like I said, and I celebrate Christmas and baby Jesus, and we still don't have an answer to this mystery of the Clayton self-storage. Why the baby Jesus is missing from the manger. But anyway, I just think it's natural to say, have happy holidays when there's, holidays coming up. Like anybody that if I were to say happy holidays to them on December 7th, and they think, I should be saying Merry Christmas. Let's hop ahead to December 14th, 1 week from today. What if I said, well, what if I said to them, Happy New Year? They'd look at me like I had a freaking set of balls growing on my forehead. So it's just the oversensitivity when it comes to certain things is a little bit interesting. People are just looking to have an argument today. Nowadays. I guess today is the start of some hunting season here in New Jersey, maybe across the country, because I woke up this morning and I guess you can start hunting 15 minutes before sunrise and up until 15 minutes after sunset, because it was just before sunrise this morning and I was hearing all these gunshots out back, assuming it wasn't a mass murder. By the way, speaking of that, the guy who did the shooting of the U.S. healthcare exec, they then show a picture of him without a mask at a hostel. And now they say that's not him. It's not the same guy. So people posted a picture of some guy who's now like, what the fuck? And it wasn't even him. Maybe. Who knows? It could change again tomorrow. But also, people are so pissed off at the health insurance industry that today in New York, they were holding a masked shooter lookalike contest. Not in Central Park, Washington Square, I think it's called, Park. So people were dressing up in like green jackets with a backpack and a mask for a lookalike contest. What the fuck is wrong with people? But also, another insurance company, one insurance company, it was it was not Horizon Blue Cross, but it was Blue Cross Blue Shield. I forget the name, something that starts with an A. And like we have Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield. This was something A Blue Cross Blue Shield. They had were not fully paying for anesthesia for surgery. So if a person was getting surgery and was put under anesthesia, they wouldn't pay for all of it, just part of it. After this shooting that happened the other day, they've now reversed course. And they're paying for all it wasn't Aetna. This was a Blue Cross Blue Shield, but it was something like here in New Jersey, we have Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield. This was something with A, like Alameda or something, or Advance or something like that. I have that. No, I'm happy with it. They're a little weird, but I had Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield for years and was paying $1,500 a month for it. Anthem. That's what it was. It was Anthem Blue Cross, I think. Not Aetna. It wasn't Advent. Guys, doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that the insurance company reversed course after this shoot. And this U.S. healthcare company was under a ton of investigations and stuff. Oh, I had through this insurance I now have. I signed up through a broker, and they signed me up for dental insurance, and they signed me up for health insurance. And then, like 5 months into it, the dental insurance canceled. They were just not going to use it anymore. So they contacted me about switching to a different dental plan. And if you don't by like May 30th, it would be canceled. So since then, I have gotten at least 30 notifications that it's my final notice that I don't have dental insurance. No shit, guys. The final notice is the last one you get. You can't get 30 of them. Now on Twitter and stuff like that, or X, might have even been Instagram or Threads or something. Somebody posted the picture of the CEO of like Horizon Blue Cross and said, "I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just putting this here." I bet you when they find out eventually, because this guy, the shell casings of these bullets said deny, defend, depose. What do I think's a scam, Amazon? No, somebody was posting the picture of another healthcare CEO as a threat to that person, like basically showing people who they were to say, go get this one next. I'm trying to fix something here. Oh, there it is. Am I out of focus to you? Oh, no, it wasn't a scam. It was just them trying to sell me another product. Well, this is, do you get the point I'm trying to make, Amazon? They were showing the picture of another CEO. Hi, Robin. Right. Not if it's on their public side. Okay. And it's like celebrities when people, well, I see all this stuff posted online all these times. And like the National Enquirer used to post stories about celebrities that just weren't true. Michael Jackson cloned. People believe Joe Biden's a clone, right, Hal?
Yes. And that he's married to Princess Diana. Or Trump is married to Princess Diana.
Who's married to Princess Diana? Trump is married to Princess Diana, and she's still living?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet they did, Matt. Let me tell you something. A lot of people visit this house that are fans. And I don't always go out because you don't know. People are nuts. Like that guy who posted on my post today that said, yeah, the first couple were good. Why should the CEO of a company that's getting paid millions of dollars, the CEO, why should their photograph not be up on a website? All companies, you know, the Walton family was up on Walmart's website. There was you know, people know who Jeff Bezos is. People, CEOs that are publicly traded companies, their biographies up. People have them on their LinkedIn everywhere. And that's one of the reasons celebrities, when people make up these false stories about them, there's a higher threshold for a person to sue for slander when you're a celebrity than if you're just a regular person. But I'll tell you, quite often, when somebody posts a story about a celebrity, you'll hear them and their publicists deny, 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 deny. And then it turns out to be true. Everybody has their picture on the web. You go to Instagram, there's people, I tell them all the time, why do you have your kids' photos up there on a publicly viewable site? And they're, especially young people are apt to do this. They will accept friend requests from anybody that sends them one so that when people go to look at their profile, they can see that so and so is followed by this many thousands of people. And they don't know the person that they're allowing to follow them and see when they go. I'll be damned if I'm ever going to go to a place and check in there on my app so that people can see I'm eating dinner at this restaurant and such a place. But now it's been, I know I'll go to a ton of Instagram pages and all where it says private. So if you send them, like, if you try to follow them, they will, they have to approve you before you can see any other page. But like people, sometimes I have a Facebook page, which is my own. Then I have Nigel Bach Official and Bad Ben Movie Facebook page. But people will try to, will send me a friend request to my personal Facebook page. I don't accept it. And then they get all butthurt. And I'm like, look, this is me talking with my family and my family's kids and my nieces and nephews. You're not part of that group. Well, tipping is a way to show appreciation, but the pressure, first of all, the cost of going out to eat is exorbitant. And so if a mother and a father and their two children want to go out to eat, it could easily, and they want to go out to someplace decent, it could be expensive. And then to add on top of that, a 15 or 20% tip. And I realize that's helping the waiters and the waitresses. But as far as I'm concerned, like state taxes on stuff you buy, like, there's a 6 or 7% tax on something you buy in New Jersey that's taxable. Like food is not taxable here, but that should all be included in the price. If you're buying something that's $100, well, it's actually like a TV. And believe it or not, there are TVs you can buy for $100 now. But you go to buy a TV for $100, and it actually costs you $106.75 in New Jersey. But on the other hand, people can be cheap too. It's different. If somebody, I like this is quite often. Where can I go to get my oil change that won't break the bank? Is a post on Facebook quite often. Everybody's looking for the best deal. So nobody ever asks, Delaware doesn't have sales tax either. Nobody ever asks, I'm looking for somebody to change my oil. I don't care what it costs. Well, with Delaware not having a sales tax, like taxes on cigarettes are huge. And one year, a friend of a friend, his son was in Children's Hospital in Delaware for something he was being treated for. And he got to go home before Christmas, but he was concerned about all these kids that were still there. So he started a toy drive, which got out of control. I mean, it was like so many toys were being delivered, and they were going to this hospital and being delivered to the kid. It was a great thing. So I took a donation there, and I had my buddy Mike drive me there. And Mike's a cigarette smoker, so he says, do you mind if I stop and get cigarettes on the way home? Because there's no tax in Delaware. I said, I don't care. So there's a Wawa right before the Delaware Memorial Bridge, which takes you into New Jersey. And they have a register just for cigarettes. And people stop there, they get in that line, they buy cartons of cigarettes because they don't have to pay sales tax on them. That was also the case on military bases. There's no sales tax in the base exchange or the post exchange on Army bases and the whatever they're called on Navy and Marines. Now, Delaware's property taxes are pretty cheap too. Well, like here, um, why does what say Nigel at Nigel? It should say Nigel at night. Um, the city of Ocean City, which is about 5 miles from here, it's a dry town, has no liquor sales. Restaurants don't serve alcohol. You can't buy alcohol anywhere in the city. But right at the entrance to the two main bridges in Ocean City, there's a huge liquor store at each of the entrances. Well, I mean, I smoke cigars, but it's not good for you. Cigar smoking's not good for you. Cigarette smoking's not good for you. But people do it. And the reason why they will the reason why cigarettes and tobacco sales that they know aren't good for you haven't been outlawed is because of the amount of money they contribute to political campaigns. In fact, they knew about the nicotine addition to cigarettes and the addiction it caused decades before they were finally had their feet held to the fire over it. But they didn't. There used to be, I remember seeing ads. I remember seeing the last Camel cigarette ad. I think it was New Year's Eve, 1970. I was 5. And I remember seeing it. And then they can't advertise on TV anymore. Well, a lot of people, but most of these places, though, Matt, are bring your own beer. In fact, there are restaurants in cities that sell. Having a liquor license is very expensive. Plus, it adds to their insurance. But allowing people to bring their own beer, people will bring coolers into. There's a lot of these summer restaurants that they have outdoor stuff and all where people bring their own coolers. What state do you live in, Kevin? But Ocean City considers themselves a family town, which is why they don't sell liquor. And as a result, they have a lot less problems. New Hampshire's the drunkest state, you think? I don't think so. I think you'll find down like Alabama or something. Sorry, anybody that's from Alabama. So we watched last night. We watched what? How?
Smile too.
Last night we watched Smile 2 on Paramount.
Yes.
It was good. I thought the first one was better, but I kind of got to go back to watch the first one now. But it was good. And then tonight we watched Speak No Evil, which was a remake that ended different, but it was satisfying, the ending, I think. Well, if Google says it's the drunkest state, then it probably have stats to back that up. But I wouldn't believe everything you read on Google, because if you Google Nigel Bach's worth, it says I'm worth $4 million, and I am about $3,999,999 short of that. That was the last time I looked. There's so many movies that came out. What else did we see, Hal?
That's all.
No, something we want to watch.
Um,
Nigel Bach net worth. Oh, no, I'm wrong. According to this, Nigel Bach net worth and salary income estimation December 2024, People AI. 9.6 million. I'm about 9.5999999.99. It says in 2020 he was worth $5.76 million. Then in 2021, 6.72. I've gone up $1 million every year. Damn, Hal. What do you want to buy? Oh, that's a different Nigel. Oh, no. I think they mean a different Nigel back. No, these are definitely me. Yes, Nosferatu is getting very good reviews, Robin. Oh, look at all the junk mail I got today. Is it Bill Skarsgård?
Yes.
We were talking about how he's been in so many wacky films. Let's see my junk mail today. Oh my God. I don't know how I got on Ted Cruz's mailing list. Do 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 do. Let's see what's in the store. Bad Ben. I think Gladiator 2 is doing okay, but it's been overshadowed by the success of Wicked. But anything that Pedro Pascal is in is pretty good. That movie with Nicolas Cage, The Cost of Being Famous or something, and Pedro Pascal, that was really good. We have a future bet. Does that mean you're pregnant? Or does that mean you have a friend coming over to watch Bad Ben? Well, she didn't say yes yet, Matt. So wait a second till we have an answer. Yay! Look, I would be flattered if you named the baby Nigel, but don't. Ben is okay, but congrats. That's my baby right there. Archer and Sable are my babies, and Sophie. She don't like me though. So we've watched a lot of movies this week. We watched Four Christmases. We've watched We watched a lot of movies in the past month. We watched Trap, Four Christmases, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is up now on something
So I think it's on Peacock.
Peacock, and Peacock's what Speak No Evil was on.
Yes.
My friend told me the other day him and his wife were trying for a long time. Yeah, we watch Alien Romulus too. We're trying for a long time to have a baby. They had a daughter. She was like 10 years old, but they were trying to have a baby and couldn't. And then she got pregnant. They had a baby born in February. They called me 2 days ago to show me another ultrasound. She's 10 weeks pregnant. So they'll have a newborn and a toddler. I have not seen Substance. So I told him to leave her alone, keep his hands off her. I performed their wedding ceremony.
Let's see. Please stop kicking me.
No, I just did their wedding because they asked me to. Amazon, you are awful chatty tonight. I haven't seen Beetlejuice. I liked the first one, but I don't know. I know that Mrs. Shit is in it. Moira. So anyway, folks, I've been on just under an hour tonight, so I'm going to hop off here now.